LIV versus PGA. Does it even matter if a new entity is coming into the industry? So look, here's the deal. LIV is a new golfing tour that is coming onto the scene. Basically, they're going head to head with the PGA. Imagine a new football association coming up against the NFL is essentially what you're seeing. However, here's the difference. The NFL knows that it's a business. PGA does not operate like a business the way the NFL does. LIV, which is a Saudi-backed organization, which is called basically it's some weird name with a public wealth fund, which is basically Saudi money that's coming into the mix. And what it's doing is when it comes into the mix, it is trying to change the Saudi-backed world so that it's not energy and oil dependent, but they have what's called the Vision 2030. And the Vision 2030, what that is them trying to become less reliant upon energy and oil and become reliant upon tourism, sports, and all this other stuff. Now, let me just say, this to me is old versus new, right? Now, you may say PGA has a long-standing history and they're gonna stick around. I would say words like taxi versus Uber, maybe the Yellow Pages versus internet search engines, right? Kmart versus Walmart. All these stories of the old Goliath and the new slim trim industry that's coming into play. Now, does that matter? Will the PGA stand, right? PGA is American made, American bred. LIV is basically Saudi. And who are they to come in, you may be saying. But here's the thing. They are running a business. Now, I may not be a good golfer. As a matter of fact, I am not a good golfer. I do my best, but I'm not that good. But I am a good business person. And when you look at the business of golf, the one thing the PGA is not doing is they are not capitalizing on it as much as possible. One of the first things they're not doing is they are not paying their players the standard, right, of what they are worth, of what they should be worth, in my opinion. These people that are golfers that take their lives to learn this sport are doing everything they can to be the best, right? They practice, they go to sports, they go to venues, they got to take their licks all up and down, making no money to get to a point. There's not a lot of money getting to the pro tour. Even when you're on the pro tour, you're not making a lot of money. Now, the PGA is now saying, hey, if you play for LIV, we're going to threaten you with penalties. And as a matter of fact, I think 17 people so far to date have been basically fined and then turned in their PGA cards because they don't believe that the PGA is going in the direction of the new type of industry of tourism and business the way LIV is doing. So this is a great lesson for those of you that are business people out here, because this really is the new up and coming versus the old school. We're going to keep doing it the way we've always done it. Which, by the way, is normally the words that most businesses say right before they go out of business is, we've always done it this way, we're going to keep doing it the way we've done it. You know, they look at the past and they think they're going to be able to live into the future. The PGA has a big problem on their hands. And the challenge is that even though LIV, you know, they had their first golf tournament June 9th through 11th, and it was in the United Kingdom. And the winner got $4 million, which is kind of unheard of. It's the largest in history of golf tournaments. The reality is it's not financially feasible for them to have a golf tournament that can pay that much. But they don't care. They're not doing it to make money. They're doing it for the vision of 2030, which is to bring in the industry other than energy and oil. And look, here's the thing. Whoever said there's something wrong with competition? You know, you can't just penalize the players. They're trying to, number one, be the best they could be, right, on the platform. And also, they're trying to earn a living. Why is it so bad that they're trying to earn a living and then there's someone else that says, hey, we will pay you more money? So the PGA huffs and puffs and they hold their breath. And then they say, you know what, you're not going to be able to play for us because you're playing for the competition. Well, that's their right. They can do that. But now what's going to happen is the PGA is going to start becoming anemic. And because of that, they are not going to have as much viewers. And it's going to start circling the toilet because slowly and surely they are going to realize that people don't want the same old, same old. They want something exciting. They want something that is running like a business. They want entertainment because at the end of the day, golfing is a sport and sports are entertaining. We want to be entertained, right? So the new up and coming way to do things may make sense. Now, you may have this challenge in your business, right? You may be thinking to yourself, you know what? I've always done it this way. Who's this new up and coming person that it doesn't even make sense? It's not even logical for them to cut their prices, which is basically what LIV is doing. They're paying so much money that it doesn't make sense for them to survive. But what they are doing is they're being very, very smart and they're being very, very diligent to grow their fan base. And they're not using money as the barometer and they're not using control. They're being nimble, they're being quick responsive, and they're coming in with a great message. And the message to the PGA is you better watch out because Uber did it, right? Airbnb did it, Amazon did it, all these companies, Google did it. Maybe LIV is going to be the next one that does it. You never know. This is something you really need to think about when your business and how this could relate to you and how you need to be thinking, who is breathing down my neck? Who is coming up and who is the one that's going to smash me into the ground because I'm getting fat, lazy, and I'm not looking behind me and I'm so focused on thinking and living on my accomplishments like the PGA is doing, they're not looking to the future. Make sure that you look to the future and always make sure that you are being nimble and you are adjusting your business model.